Code hosting platform GitHub announced Monday the revocation of 3 digital certificates used in its GitHub Desktop and Atom applications. 3 certificates were stolen on December 6, 2022. After a rogue third party used a compromised personal access token, PAT, on a machine account to clone repositories from Atom, GitHub Desktop, and other traditionally his GitHub-owned organizations. GitHub revoked the compromised credentials on his December 7. After a thorough investigation, we have concluded that this unauthorized access poses no risk to his GitHub.com service and no unauthorized changes have been made to these projects, the company said. According to GitHub, the cloned repository did not contain any customer data, but did store some cryptographic code signing certificates for use via actions in GitHub Desktop and Atom release workflows. It was done. Certificates are password protected and there is no evidence of malicious use. As a precautionary measure, we are disabling public certificates used for GitHub Desktop and Atom applications, GitHub said. Microsoft's own platform says revoking the certificate will invalidate GitHub Desktop for Mac and some versions of Atom, but will not affect GitHub Desktop for Windows. In particular, GitHub Desktop for Mac versions 3.0.2 through 3.1.2 and Atom versions 1.63.0 and 1.63.1 will no longer work. GitHub Desktop for Mac users should update to the latest version, while Atom users should download previous Atom versions. Atom versions 1.63.0-1.63.1 have already been removed from the versions page. On Thursday, February 2, 2023, we will be revoking the Mac and Windows signing certificates used to sign desktop app versions 3.0.2 through 3.1.2 and Atom versions 1.63.0 through 1.63.1. After revocation, all versions signed with these certificates will stop working, GitHub announced. The stolen certificate does not appear to have been decrypted by an attacker, so it does not pose a risk to existing GitHub Desktop and Atom installations, but if decrypted, it could allow an attacker to sign unofficial applications. May be able to pretend to be released from GitHub. Affected certificates include his 2 DG Cert certificates for Windows and 1 Apple Developer ID certificate. One of his DG Cert certificates will expire on January 4 and the other will expire on his February 1. Apple Developer ID certificates are valid until 2027. On January 4, 2023, we released a new version of our desktop app, which is signed with a new certificate that is not publicly available to our attackers, GitHub said.